Road Warrior 627 here, and welcome back to another episode of the Double Play with me and Joe Martin, talking the best about baseball. We're going to be talking all things baseball today. So Joey, how do you feel about the trade deadline coming up? Yeah. Yeah, just hold on a second, guys. I'll leave, then re-invite you. Hold on just a second, guys. We will make the party private. That way we can get this on more of a professional scale, even though it's not professional to start with. Here we go. So we invite Joe. Let's see if he joins the party back. I wouldn't call it a rumor, but I would call it something else. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking what to call that. I don't know. Yeah. Very good. No, I'm still going with it, guys. Hold on just a second here. Alright, so here we go now. Now, guys, now we're getting into the good stuff. We're going to start setting up our game here. But even better than that, we got to talk trades, because the trade deadline is, in fact, only a couple days away on Monday. So I am very excited for that. Now, of course, I'm going to start with my Mets, just because I'm a fan of the Mets. We need some fucking hitting. As if that was not obvious enough. We obviously, I talked about this in the last episode. I would love a guy like Jonathan Lucroy. He's a catcher. We need a better catcher. He's a 300 hitter. We need another 300 hitter besides Cespedes. So, I mean, it's just kind of suckish, to be honest, what's going on right now. So it really sucks. So I would say get Lucroy. I think that's the best option. I think Longoria's out of the picture. I think he's staying in Tampa Bay, but I think definitely Lucroy has a chance. I know Matt Kemp, yeah. Matt Kemp's had a lot of rumors too.
Center in Toronto, Ontario. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see.
All right, so what do you think about the trade dedeadline? Who do you think is going to get moved?
Down the left field line, and he is going to have extra bases, and he will make.
Well, Kemp's had a lot of, like we just said, a lot of shit around him. I don't know exactly what the stories are. I do have a couple stories I do want to talk about.
The throw down, and it's not going to be in time. It's a steal of third for Reyes. Here it comes, 1-0. Squares to bunt, but he can't connect. Strike one. Runner at third here, nobody out.
I know the Mets were also looking for some relief help.
And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first down of the inning. Yoenis Cespedes steps into the box with a man at third, and a very early opportunity to drive in a run for his ball.
Well, when you get a chance for a run, you want to take it.
First, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Striding into the box, Neil Walker.
Oh, we got one person, HD Gaming, who's a regular on my channel. What do you think about the trade deadline coming up? Yeah, do you want to play the whole game? Do you want to see us play the whole game?
Tap foul at home plate.
Yeah. I don't know about. Speaking of Toronto, you think they're interested or anybody, or do you think they're pretty much complete? They just need to sharpen up a little bit. Toronto. Toronto. Because you're on Toronto. You think they're looking for anybody? Because the only action we've really seen so far has been between the Marlins and the Padres.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Jose Bautista.
Yeah, stubborn Steinbrenner. That's a good way to put it. Alright, so let's get started with Syndergaard here. I'm trying the analog.
High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there.
Alright, so now in the meantime, let's get up on a couple of stories here. It looks like the Dodgers are actually thinking about some stuff. Let's check what this says out. We got CBS Sports story here about the Dodgers. Apparently they're looking. Hold on just a second, guys. Apparently they're looking possibly to trade Puig, Yasiel Puig, and to add a very hot guy on the trade topic, who is Jay Bruce. No, it's completely fine. Here's the guy who's my freaking name again. I don't know why this guy keeps commenting on my videos. It's gotta be Jared or somebody like that. But I don't know. I think that'd be kind of a stupid move. Puig is still a very talented player. Jay Bruce is a very talented Braves. Jim Johnson. Mets and Blue Jays as potential suitors. Actually, let's take a look at that, because we just mentioned Toronto, mentioned the Mets. For the second straight deadline, it appears the Braves will be trading reliever Jim Johnson. Chris Cotillo reports that the Braves have been closing in a deal for days, and the Mets and Blue Jays are potential suitors. Johnson has pitched well since returning from the DL in June, and could help a contender in the middle relief role. That is a very, very, very nice possibility for the Mets, obviously. I don't know what the Blue Jays. I mean, they need some relief pitching. Their starters are okay. Dickey, I don't know. I'm not really familiar with Toronto and that kind of BS. Dodgers working toward a 3-way deal. We just mentioned that with Jay Bruce. Mets working on multiple fronts. Mets continue to sniff around Jonathan Lucroy with the hope that the Brewers will accept Travis d'Arnaud as the main part of the deal. So they trade Lucroy, but they give them d'Arnaud, and they also give them a couple other people. And that they've even talked to the Brewers about a package deal that would net Lucroy with a reliever like Jeremy Jeffress or Will Smith. Oh, now that's a really good. They're disinclined to make such a move, however, so that's not that good in my front. Rangers all over Velasquez. So the Rangers are interested in the Phillies right-hander Vince Velasquez. He had that incredible start in June. Irvin Santana from the Twins. So we've got tons and tons of different things going on here. You can check CBS Sports there. Let's see what the article's called. 2016 MLB trade deadline rumors. I'll link it in the description a little bit later on. But, more importantly right now, as much as the trade deadline is upon us and with all these stories, of course we still have to talk about the standings and who's hot and who's not. So the Orioles have reclaimed first place from the Red Sox, and in fact the Red Sox have dropped 2.5 games out back to third. Let's see, their run differential's gotten a little less lately. They've lost 4 in a row, so the Red Sox need to pick it back up. Let's just take a look at who Boston has to face. So they're facing the Tigers and the Twins before they gotta go. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Those are who they just faced. So let's see what. Let's see what Boston needs to do here. So they're going up against Seattle and the Dodgers and then the Yankees. I talked about the different deals that are going around. There's a bunch of different things, mostly centered around relief pitching. Jay Bruce from Cincinnati looks like he's probably going to get traded. Really? Well, there's a lot of rumors.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah. Now, dog, hi, what's up? Saying hi to Nawag Dog in the chat.
This is line
oh
to
shit.
Left.
That was weird as shit.
Get there and he
Alright.
puts it away to retire.
So do you got any other mentions here?
James Loney will lead things off here as it'll be 5,
Look what we got
6,
with the
and 7
Yankees.
due up to kick off the second.
I'm good now, Dog. How about you?
Into the seats, 0-1.
I'm talking to the guy in the chat.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball and he's quickly in the hole.
What, that they're really fucking good? Well, let's see how much of a slump we're talking about, because we just had the standings up just a second ago, as I have to swing at this pitch probably.
And that's a
I swung and missed. There you go. Let's go back to the standings right now. The Indians are still atop the division by 4.5 games, 57-42. 4-6 in their last 10, considering they were like on a 14-game win streak. Now a couple of weeks ago, that's pretty bad compared to what they were doing before. They still got a sizable lead over the Tigers, though. The Rangers have a 3-game lead over the Astros. Marlins behind them. Everybody else out of contention, pretty much. Nationals got that 5-game lead over the Marlins, 6.5 to the Mets from the Nationals. So 1.5 separating the Marlins and the Mets. We know the Mets need offense. Their pitching's, of course, pretty good, as we all expected. The Cubs still have a 7-game lead. They've been kind of maintaining that 7-game lead over the Cardinals for a while. That was a nice pitch right there. Pirates, probably the last team in contention in that division. Alright, who else we got? We got the Giants, of course, leading their division. It is an even year, so we do expect that. The Dodgers 2 games behind them, and then it's 9 back to the Rockies, who are currently tied with the Mets right now, 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
So those are your standings reports. I think I don't know. I really don't see much stuff changing of late, except for really that AL East. We've seen a lot of different shit going on. Baltimore, Toronto, Boston have kind of been all head and head, 3 abreast through the division for a while now. So who do you think is actually going to be taking that division?
Leading off the inning, Michael Saunders, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Designated hitter, Michael
Well, you know what? I gotta go with them too at this point. I think they're gonna have a nice run down the stretch. They got everything pretty much that they need. They're not in a lot of trade rumors. They've got their shit pretty much together. So I would have a lot of confidence if I was a Boston fan at this point.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move.
But I'm not a Boston fan. I'm a New York fan, so fuck off, Boston.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. And a fastball to start things out here.
He said no. And this is the guy who's been impersonating my name. His account is actually named Andrew Jacobson.
Despite some pretty significant injury setbacks. A perennial all-star, a gold glover, a silver slugger.
There's a swing.
There's a nice big home run.
And everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A
Whoa.
no doubt home run. A solo home run off the bat.
I don't know if that's Jared or somebody else, but he's been showing up on my live streams the last couple of times.
Russell Martin started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1.
Alright, any other topics? I think we touched on just about everything.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Land of make-believe, yeah. So, any more rumors? I don't believe so. I think that'll do it for this episode of the Double Play. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. We got a bunch of stuff coming next week. I'll let you know what that is coming up next week on Minecraft Monday. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace.